Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Richard Madeley may be one of Britain's most unflappable broadcasters, but even he admits that the person capable of truly rattling him isn't a politician, a celebrity guest, or a live TV mishap. It's his wife of nearly 40 years, Judy Finnigan, and according to Richard, one of their biggest rows left him facing a frosty silence that stretched across almost 2 full days, something he still remembers with a mix of guilt and humor. The famously close couple have weathered decades of TV together, from their days on This Morning to their iconic sofa partnership on Richard and Judy. Richard revealed that behind their warm on-screen chemistry, they've had their fair share of clashes, including one argument that spiraled so much that Judy didn't speak to me for the first 2 days afterward. Speaking with the candor that has made him both loved and occasionally Richard said the row began, as these things often do, over something small, silly, and completely avoidable. It was one of those daft domestic disagreements, he explained. I said something flippant, thought I was being funny, and Judy absolutely did not find it funny. Judy, who has always been the quieter counterpart to Richard's exuberant style, apparently gave him what he now describes as the look. Any married person would recognize it instantly. Part disbelief, part warning, and a good measure of cold fury that freezes the air. Richard admitted he blithely continued with his jokey mood, thinking she'd soften. Instead, she went silent, properly silent, and maintained that silence as if it were an Olympic sport. I kept waiting for her to say something. Anything, Richard recalled. But the longer it went on, the more I realized, right, I've properly messed this up. The silence lasted across meals, evening television, and even their shared bedtime routine. Richard said he eventually tried to break the ice with tea, flowers, and a half-hearted attempt at cooking dinner, which Judy inspected, nodded at, and then ate without a word. It was like living with a ghost, he joked, a very elegant, very annoyed ghost. But behind the humor was real tension. Richard admitted the experience reminded him of the deep emotional connection the two share, and how quickly that bond can feel threatened during a row. I hated it, he said. I kept thinking, if this is what 2 days feels like, imagine 2 weeks. I wouldn't survive it. Finally, on the evening of the second day, Judy broke, not with tears or shouting, but with a single, perfectly delivered line that made Richard wince and laugh at the same time. If you've finished sulking, we can talk now. Richard insists he wasn't the one sulking, but Judy's dry humor won the moment, and the pair eventually talked it out. Their reconciliation, he says, was exactly why their marriage has lasted: honesty, warmth, and the ability to laugh once the storm passes. Looking back, Richard says he now understands why Judy reacted so strongly. It wasn't what I said, it was the way I said it, he admitted. Tone matters. Judy's always been the one to remind me of that. Though they still bicker, Richard describes those 2 silent days as the longest of my life, adding, let's just say I learned my lesson. And after nearly 4 decades, countless broadcasts, and a lifetime of shared triumphs and trials, it seems Richard and Judy have found the real secret to longevity: the occasional argument and knowing exactly when to apologize. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Netflix World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.